Hey, it's me, Riker. Today we're going to have a look at the brand new awakened hero Eugene, full of chaos. Now, this hero is part of the Hypogean faction, wears cloth-based gear, is part of the mage class, and his primary role is to provide a massive amount of AoE damage when the enemies are grouped up together. Now, this hero forms a twin duo with Igavius, the Hypogean hero, and when you pair both of these heroes together on the same battlefield, you can supercharge many of their other abilities present over here. So let's have a look at Eugene's ultimate ability, Chaos's End, the passive component, which is present throughout the entire duration of battle. Eugene's energy limit is adjusted to 2,000 points. So the normal one is 1,000. However, this is doubled for Eugene over here. And his ultimate has a cooldown time of 8 seconds. When it is activated, Eugene deals damage to all enemy heroes. When fighting alongside Gavius, if Gavius is alive, he deals additional 3 hits of damage to the target with the highest damage. So as we can see, this is a counterpart. Gavius will deal more AoE damage, and Eugene over here will deal more single target damage. So as we can see, it'll deal 560% damage to all enemy targets. In addition, the 200% of additional single target damage to one particular enemy. The level 2, when casting an ultimate, magic cores, these are little boxes that appear on the ground, black boxes, will appear on the battlefield and will detonate, inflict infernal surge. Each detonated magic core increases the ultimate's power by 50% attack rating up to 200% max. The level 3, each detonated magic core permanently increases Eugene's magical pierce by 6 points up to 8 times. So this is a grand total of 48 points of magical pierce increase for Eugene over here. So let's have a look at his next ability over here, magic cores. Now these are these little black boxes that will appear on the battlefield. Eugene deals damage to targets and that creates a lesser magic core around them, continuously reducing the magic resist of surrounding enemy heroes. So this will deal 360% damage, and this will reduce 25 points of magic resist. So this is a damage increase for Eugene and any other mage-based hero. This effect cannot stack. A projectile created by the skill Arcane Surge will detonate any surrounding magic cores, dealing 280% of attack rating to enemies, and up to 5 lesser magic cores can exist on the battlefield. Additional cores will detonate and disappear. Level 2, when the projectile created by Arcane Sting, so this is this ability over here, detonates one magic core, it'll trigger a chain reaction that detonates other magic cores in range. So this allows you to deal more damage continually over time. Level 3, a lesser magic core will evolve into a magic core, so this is a slightly bigger box, every 1.5 seconds after its creation, increasing its detonation power by 350% of Eugene's attack rating. After detonation, it will regress to a lesser magic core again. So as we can see, he can continually stack these cores on top of one another to deal a massive amount of damage. And the level 4 upgrade, Eugene gains 120 points of energy when a lesser magic core or magic core detonates. So as we can see, he can permanently keep gaining energy throughout the duration of battle. And level 5, when using a skill, Eugene deals additional damage to one enemy unit and creates one lesser magic core. So as we can see, the more grouped up the enemies, the more damage that this particular hero will deal. His next ability, Arcane Sting, which has a passive and an active component. When taking fatal damage, Eugene consumes energy to negate the damage. Every 10 points of energy can defend against for 60% of Eugene's attack rating. This effect can be triggered once every 2.5 seconds. When Eugene's ultimate cooldown resets, but his energy is insufficient to cast it, Eugene will consume his own health instead. Every 0.5 seconds can be converted into 10 points of energy. So this is a mini core that is built into this hero over here. And the active component, Eugene creates a projectile. dealing damage for 300% of his attack rating to the target and detonating any surrounding magic cores. The level 2. At the start of battle, Eugene gains 500 points of energy. So this is halfway so that he can immediately cast his ultimate within a couple seconds of battle. And the level 3, if Eugene successfully negates damage by consuming energy, he becomes immune to damage and control effects for 1.5 seconds. So this is a massive amount of invulnerability that he can have permanently up throughout the duration of battle. So let's look at his next ability, Thief of Fate. Eugene swaps the health of the allied hero with the lowest remaining health and the enemy with the highest remaining health, and deals damage to the enemy target with the lowest health. So as we can see over here, the health conversion cannot exceed 850%. So this is a cap, especially when you are fighting bosses. And then we can see over here, Eugene also deals damage for 450% of his attack rating to the enemy with the lowest amount of health. So as we can see over here, if you pair this up with Gavious, this can essentially one-shot the enemy hero who has been marked by Gavious's abilities. The level 2. Upon using the skill, the energy of the allied hero with the lowest remaining energy and the enemy with the highest energy remaining are exchanged, with at least 400 energy points swapped. When Eugene takes fatal damage, that cannot be negated by Arcane Sting. So this is this ability over here. He becomes immune to this damage. He then targets himself, triggering the skill's effects and exchanges the energy and health effect. This can be triggered up to 1 time of battle. So essentially he has 2 cheat death variations, both Arcane Sting and Thief of Fate. So let's have a look at his special ability, Deceptive Nature, which is a passive. When an allied hero accumulates 50 points of energy reduction from enemy heroes, they restore 7.5% of max health. When 5% of their max health is lost, they recover 75 energy points. So as we can see from here, this hero can act as an energy battery, especially if the enemy has a lot of burst or deals a massive amount of continuous damage over time. So let's have a look at how this hero does in battle. So we're going to start off with the wooden training dummy over here. So as we can see, he'll create a lesser magic cube on the ground. There we go. And this will detonate after a certain duration. As we can see, this one has detonated. There we go. He's creating more of them. And he can have a maximum of 5 of these magic cubes on the ground. So let's have a look at this hero's ultimate ability. There we go. Full energy. Then he summons these little cubes and he deals a massive AoE strike to all enemies on the battlefield. So irrespective of where they are positioned, he'll still be able to deal damage to them. So let's have a look at how he does at a much higher level deficit. So as we can see over here, he can provide a decent amount of damage. In addition, he can also provide a significant amount of healing, which may not be as much as a support. However, he can still provide this to his allies as an additional utility item for his team. From these teams over here, we can see that he performs extremely well when the enemies are grouped up together. So as we can see, the enemies are grouped up over here, 2, and at the bottom there is 3 over here. And he's continuing dealing damage to all of the enemy targets listed here. So as we can see, the closer these enemies are together, the more damage he will be able to deal to them. So this big cube over here is the magic core, and then the smaller ones, as we can see over at the bottom over here, next to Valoris and Thorin, these are the lesser magic cubes. So they got upgraded to the greater magic cubes, or the normal ones. There we go, they got upgraded, and then they detonated as well. So he'll continue to detonate these cubes and deal massive amounts of damage to their enemies. So there we go, let's speed up this battle, and we've claimed victory over the enemies. Alright, so what is the minimum investment that I would recommend into this hero? Now, this hero is similar to other awakened based heroes. I would highly recommend getting their 30 Asai, 9 furniture, and their 60 engravings to optimally perform in any battle that they are put in.